Hello my friends and welcome to Flying Circus Models. This is the third part of my current project Cl.II UHU from Revell Wheel Bay Upgrade. And one more long video. The model is huge and there is a lot to show. I decided to purchase the Photo-H upgrade kit from Eduard because the kit wheel base look a bit poor and don't have enough details for 1/32 scale. I had to remove some plastic parts in order to replace them with the Photo-H ones. And remember, everything I do on one part will be repeated on the second one. Once plastic parts were removed and their places were cleaned, I cut Photo-H parts from the plate and cleaned them too and glued them to their places. Additional weight was added to the wings closer to the engines, and I used 10-gram weights on each side. I glued them with super glue and secured with the blue tack in the same way as I did in the fuselage part. Then I attached both sides to the wings and glued them together. The kit plastic has a lot of pin marks on the top sides of the wheelbase. That was one of the reasons I decided to use photo etch parts, because it would be very hard to sand those pin marks, and Eduard kit has very nice covers to the places, and that helped a lot. You can save some time and frustration by just covering those pin marks. It's very simple to place them. Just bend a little bit, insert into the wheel bay, fix them with the super glue on one side, push down, fix with glue on the other side and in the middle, and that's it. Next step, I attached some electrical boxes and other photo etch parts. To bend photo etch parts that imitate the hydraulic part covers, I used drill bits of different sizes. Then simply inserted them and fixed them with the super glue. I also added some wires and I found only the limited information about the wires and the different pipes in the original wheelbase, only few not great quality pictures. So I decided to add just random wires. And I'm 100% confident that my wiring is not fully accurate, but hey, who looks to the wheelbase, right? Same thing with the main landing gear. Based on the logic, the plane had two wheels on each landing gear, and each wheel had the brake line. So to put it, I drilled small holes and glued eyelets into them. Then I used lead wire pieces and I used them like the brake lines. So I bent them to the shape of the landing gear and glued to their places. Also, I used 1mm brass tube pieces as the connectors to the brake lines. And while I'm doing that, please don't forget to subscribe and support me on Patreon if you haven't done this for some super weird reason. Thank you so much. Anyways, let's come back to the build, and that's how the finished wheel bay look like. And here's the comparison with the kit one. Looks a bit more interesting, don't you think? And we have both wheelbase completed with photo etch parts and wiring. Right now is the time for the front one. It's much easier to build, just few parts that have to be bent and glued. When all parts were on their places, I masked and painted the wheelbase with Tamiya XF22 color. Then I used Tamiya panel line accent colors as a wash and in order to add more depths and shades. Same steps were completed on other landing gear parts. Once the wash dried, I removed the excess with cotton stick and a small amount of mineral or white spirit. The cotton stick has to be not too wet with the spirit, otherwise you can remove everything and you will need to start over. Instead of painting shock absorbers with silver or any other metallic color, I decided to use a self-adhesive aluminum foil. It already has the metallic look, so I didn't have to paint it, and it looks more natural. And now it's time for the resin wheels from the great Ukrainian company Reskit. I removed rims and tires with the help of my small handsaw. I had a lot of resin dust in the air during the process, so don't forget to use a protective gear like mask and safety glasses. You surely don't want to have this resin dust in your lungs or eyes. And one more thing I could do is to add water, but I just realized it only after the job was done. As you can see, the rims do not fit to the tires because of the inner part, and that will need to be removed. I already did it on the front wheel and rims, and it fit perfectly there. With the help of my scriber tool, the central resin part was removed from all 4 tires. Also, the front wheel rim has the extra resin between spokes that had to be removed too, and I just used the scalpel blade to remove it. And here you can see the difference between the aftermarket wheels and the kit ones. They look much better with the protector, and the size is a bit bigger too. At the same time, Reskit wheels have a round hole for the main landing gear when the kit has square. Thus, I had to sand the plastic to make square round. And check this out, the rim has a small point for the brake line. When all wheels were assembled, I painted them with Natto Black and used the Mr. Weathering color Sand Wash to highlight protector on the main landing gear wheels and to add dirty effect on the rims. Rescued resin wheels are great, but I had a bit of an issue with the front wheel. It didn't match to the landing gear and I had to cut some plastic pins and used a bit of a force to insert the wheel. With the help of the dirt dry pigments, I added some dust effects to the wheelbase, covered landing gear and the wheels. The final touch was to assemble all parts together and with the help of super glue fix undercarriage to its place. The model is big and heavy, so let's hope and fingers crossed it will hold it. And that's it for this episode. As usual, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, press like button and leave your comments below. I read and reply to all of them. Also, if you would like to support my channel, you can do it on Patreon, where you can see my videos early. Also, I share some interesting pictures there. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episodes.